With the UEFA Champions League draw out of the way, it's time to put our full attention onto Barcelona contra Celta Vigo. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so this is how Ronald Koeman decided to roll up against Celta Vigo. Neto en goal, Jordi Alba, Lenglet, Piqué, Sergio Roberto in the back, De Jong as the left defensive mid, and interestingly enough, Busquets as the right defensive mid. I initially predicted it would have been Pjanic, but it's Busquets, Ansu Fati on the left hand side, Coutinho, Griezmann, and Messi as the attacking trio. Coutinho supposedly in the attacking mid, Griezmann on the right hand side. We'll see if that stays true in game. I'll see you at the end of the first half. Alright guys, what a half. There is a whole bunch to digest. First of all, let's get started with the conditions of this game. Of course, we are away at Celta Vigo's stadium, a very hard game for us alone. However, the conditions themselves, it is super rainy. The rain is just pouring down. The passes are a bit sloppy. Some of the passes are really fast, and some of them get caught halfway through the grass. To go along with that, Celta Vigo is using the weather to their advantage, and they are pressing us like maniacs, pressing us with a capital P. And you know, at first this was a lot to digest and a lot to take in because they were closing down every single passing option we had. But I think it served as a factor that woke us up. And you see it from De Jong. All cylinders are firing up. Lenglet, Piqué, they're on fire. Everybody is just really giving it their all. Now, with this in mind, I am praying that the press, because it's lasted all half long. I'm hoping that they won't be able to keep it up. And if they do, I'm hoping it'll kill them. And then they'll start leaving a lot of gaps open. Now, that is what I'm hoping. That's going to be the defining factor in the second half. And then Ansu Fati comes up big again. Minute 11. I mean, what a beautiful goal. From the touch, creates something out of nothing, puts himself in a very good position, but even then, the finish was splendid. I mean, you have to have the perfect touch and the perfect finish to be able to put that goal in the back of the net, and he does. He did, and he does. Man, football runs in Ansu Fati's blood. There's no doubt about that. It's in his instinct, and it's beautiful to watch. It is absolutely beautiful. But not only was the goal beautiful, it means a lot to this Barcelona team. With these conditions, again, bringing it back, it is super rainy. Bringing it back, it's hard to score in games like these. And we have not created much. Apart from that Ansu Fati goal, there was probably another chance where De Jong actually crosses the ball with the outside of his foot. Beautiful cross. To Griezmann. Griezmann gets a bad touch. If Griezmann were to get a good touch on that, it could have been the 2-0. However, this Ansu Fati goal means a whole bunch to us. Let's keep going through the game. Piqué is, again, like I had just said, he's playing very well. He's slide tackling. He's intercepting balls. He is playing very, very well. But we do have to note that if Iago Aspas does score one more goal, he will become Celta Vigo's all-time top scorer. So he has that goal in mind. And you saw it from that one free kick he had. He looked vicious. And if it hadn't hit Busquets' face, I think that would have been a goal. So very, very careful with this Iago Aspas and the pressing. Now, I would like to note that despite the rainy conditions and the passing being a bit sloppy, we are doing a fantastic job of working out of the back. I don't know if it's something that Koeman's been emphasizing a lot, that we've been practicing a lot on practice, but it looks well. I mean, Lenglet connecting with De Jong with Coutinho, the off-the-ball movement is spectacular. Ansu Fati, and again, this reminds me of that play that I had mentioned a little bit earlier, where De Jong crossed it outside the foot beautifully to Griezmann. It all started out from a goal kick, and it was worked well, worked fast. We aren't forcing the ball, which I like to see. At times we do get a little bit stale, but we're playing well. With that being said, it is only 1-0 up, and with conditions like these, you never know where the game is going to take you, and we cannot afford to let our foot off the pedal. With that being said, what happens in the 34th minute? Gerard Piqué gets a red card. I think it was Denis Suarez. I could be wrong on that. He makes a very, very dangerous run in behind. They play in the ball, and Piqué, well, he basically brings him down. And he knew it was a red card. However, luckily enough, he was offsides, and the red card was taken away. But that only lasted so long. Because then in the 42nd minute, Lenglet goes ahead and picks up a second yellow card. If you ask me, it was a bit soft. It honestly was a bit soft. but it is what it is. Lenglet gets a red card, and this was pretty interesting. I was really interested to see how Koeman would react to it. Okay, do you take the approach of dragging Busquets into that center back position, which we saw happen last season? I think it was when Araujo got the red card on his debut. So that's what possibly one of the things he could have done, and it happened initially. However, Araujo came in, and funny enough, Ronald Koeman takes out Griezmann, which that's what I would have done. Griezmann, he's not playing bad. He is involved in the play. He is contributing to the team. He's not playing bad, but I think out of the team, he's probably playing the weakest. So guys, I'm nervous to see what happens in this second half. Again, this is a must-win game. It's been an exciting half. I am nervous, but I am super excited. I will see you at the end of the game. Alright guys, so that was the final whistle for Barcelona against Celta Vigo, and yet again, another wonderful Barcelona performance. Let's go ahead and break it down. Now, the first thing I want to note is that normally Piqué plays on the right-hand side, Lenglet plays on the left-hand side. However, Araujo, while he is good with his left foot, he feels a little more comfortable with his right foot, and so Piqué and him actually switched for the second half, which is something we could potentially see against Sevilla on Sunday. Again, with Lenglet getting the red card, he won't be there. Now, in the 51st minute, Lionel Messi, he pulls the magic. He shifts the ball from his left to his right foot, which reminded me of Iniesta back in the good old days. Puts a cross in, gets deflected, and into the back of the net. It's an own goal created by Messi's magic, which, honestly, it gave us a big cushion. Again, playing a whole half with 10 men in those rainy conditions, and then 7 minutes later, again, I think some more Messi magic. The ball finds its way into Coutinho. Coutinho takes a shot off, hits the left post. The ball rebounds back to Messi. Messi puts it away. Unfortunately, his shoulder was a few centimeters away, so the play itself was actually called off. But what I really enjoyed about it was the fact that Messi looked happy. He had a big smile, something that I haven't seen of him in quite some time now. So that was nice to see. It was nice to see Barcelona playing well, Messi enjoying himself on the field. Now, I would like to note that Ansu Fati wasn't as protagonistic in the second half. I think that has to do mainly with the fact that, they had to take a forward away. With that in mind, Coutinho and Ansu Fati both get subbed out. Pedri and Trincao come in, which I found pretty interesting. I think most of all were expecting Pjanic to come in right around that 70-ish minute time frame. Trincao and Pedri played well, nothing amazing, just a good performance from them. However, in the 73rd minute, we get super lucky. Again, keep in mind, we're 2-0 up, and Celta Vigo gets a wonderful attack. They cross the ball in. Neto does a great job getting down, saving the ball. However, it rebounds, and he didn't have a fully open net, but kind of. We have Neto on the ground, a few defenders scrambling, and it was Sergio Roberto and Jordi Alba slide, blocked the ball. It was actually Sergio Roberto, but they both did a great job closing down the space, and it prevents us from conceding a crucial goal. It's the 73rd minute. If they score that, they're right back in the game, and this game becomes hell, especially with 10 men. Which, now, I would like to note that, for me, Sergio Roberto had a fantastic game. I kind of criticized him a little bit in the first half, saying he wasn't too active. In the second half, he was everywhere. He was defending. I mean, just that chance alone, he prevented that goal, and it would have been a crucial goal. And then in the 95th minute, he goes on and actually manages to get off a volley in the last seconds of the game, which I think it was deserved. He had a very good game, and lately he's been getting a lot of criticism from the Barcelona community. So it was nice to see him kind of get some glory today. And now, again, going back to Pjanic not have been brought on around the 70th minute, he actually was not brought on at all. What does this tell us? Is it maybe that he just hasn't fully adapted? Maybe it's a language barrier? I don't know, but I found it interesting that Pjanic did not play, not a single minute. I would have liked to have seen Riqui Puig at least come on, give him 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking. Give him 5 minutes. So we took the 3 points of this game. We went home with 3 goals. However, it was a very chippy game. I think it also had to do with the weather. And overall, I didn't like the amount of yellow cards we got. I think it was a total of 5 yellow cards, which right now isn't a big issue, but as the games stack up and more yellow cards are accumulated, we are going to have to start missing out some games. However, with that being said, we actually got a correct prediction of the scoreboard. Congratulations to the quick show. There's your shout out. Celta Vigo definitely gave us a battle. There's no doubt about that. Even though the scoreboard says 3-0, it was not an easy game. Villarreal, however, they were kind of weak last week. I think Ronald Koeman's first official showdown, like the match that will really tell us what he's about, will be this Sunday against Sevilla. It'll be his first true test, and it's going to be a very interesting game. You guys are not going to want to miss that one. With that being said, how much credit does Ronald Koeman actually get for this game? I think he coached the guys well. I think he had a big emphasis on working out of the back, which proved massive. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I saw a Barcelona keeper punt the ball under Ronald Koeman. I don't think we have yet, which is, it says a lot. We're trying to work out of the back. Everybody had a fantastic attitude, and I think he is creating this environment of, look, man, the best player, or the player that's performing the best will play. And this is pointing the finger at Griezmann. He has to step up. He is involved with the plays, and he is still contributing a lot. But he has to start getting his name in the scoreboard. He has to start getting a little more assists. I just want to see him be a little more protagonistic, which leads me to who is the man of the match. This is hard. For this game, it's very hard. I think it was a collective aspect. You could definitely argue Ansu Fati. He got the first crucial goal, which was a fantastic goal. You could definitely argue Messi. I think he was involved in all three of the goals, and even got a fourth one that was taken away. However, I do want to give it to Coutinho. Coutinho was electric from the first minute till he got subbed off. He was hungry for the ball. His off the ball movement was second to none, and overall, he was the transition from the midfield to the attack, from the defense to the attack, and he helped the system overall flow very well. With that being said, my question to you actually comes with a rumor, right? The rumor that Ousmane Dembele might be sold or loaned to Manchester United. And honestly, let me know how you feel about that, which is another interesting factor that he actually did not get brought on, which could suggest that the rumors are possibly true, considering that normally whenever you're going to sell a player, you don't play him to risk an injury. So let me know what you think about that, how that makes you feel. I think we would do fine without him. He has been showing, again, a bit of unprofessionalism, showing up late to practices. However, he's also an amazing asset, and at any moment he can create some spark. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know how you feel about that. With that being said, this concludes the Barcelona Celta Vigo post-game analysis. If you enjoyed the video, please hit a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell on. And as always, guys, Visca Barça!